not even positioned properly. Or fuck it.
I don't even. Oh look. Alright. We out here. We eating good, so
I'm still eating.
let's
I'm a
just
slow
let
eater.
you know that. Alright, so what was it that you asked me, Shannon? By the way, this is what the fuck? Hold on. I'm gonna edit it. But it's okay.
Nah, that'll be funny to
Nah,
keep
yeah.
in though.
So this is Shannon, my best friend. This is Ki, lighten with Ki. And so we out here talking about our astrology placements and how we feel towards specific parts of it. So what was your question, Shannon?
Okay, so my question was, what's your favorite and your least favorite placement in your chart?
My favorite would have to be my all of three in Virgo, because I feel like my sun, my moon, and my Mercury are all in Virgo. I'm a triple Virgo, and I feel like I give off, like, I literally look like a Virgo type shit.
Yeah, you're like the whole archetype.
Like
That's so fire
and
to
I
me.
act, but it's like I've always been this way, and then when I found out, I was
made
just
sense.
like, wow, okay, like
an epiphany.
yes. So
What about the least, like one that you struggle with the most, or that you wish was like a different placement, something that you changed in your chart
yeah,
as well?
I'm gonna get to that as soon as I point this out as well. The fact that those three planets were right next to each other when I was born is, it just portrays the accuracy in which I like process things in my head. I'm a person who like, and then especially my Taurus rising, that's another one I really like too, because Taurus is an earth sign, and they're very like kind of a little bit more relaxed into themselves, and could be stubborn because it represents the bull, so it's that kind of trait that it has. So with the bull and with three Virgos, which is it's symbolized as the Virgin, it's just Virgos like purity. They kind of have this feminine energy. Even guys who are Virgos may have this like
They do.
femininity to them.
They're very gentle. That's
Yes,
so attractive.
Exactly. And then being that it's ruled by Mercury, like Mercury is logic, communication, putting things together, fucking teaching. It's the nervous system. It's just that planet of communication, of learning. So when the fact that it rules Virgo and Gemini means that they're just two signs that are very logical about things and yeah, communicative and shit like that. But anyways, I'll be going into a whole different, like, you know how this shit go. I'll be talking about something, and then like I just literally did what I was talking about. So I go into detail about something, and I break it down to the tip toppy, and then I forget where I was at in the beginning. That's the type
But
of shit
it
that
made
happens
sense
to me.
though.
But yeah, so then the worst, well, not, I'm not gonna say it's the worst, but like the one is I say is a little bit more difficult to work with about myself is it would have to be my Chiron and where my Pluto and my Mars is. So my Pluto and my Mars is in Sagittarius, and then my Chiron is in Scorpio. It falls on the 7th house, and then my Pluto and my Mars falls in my 8th house. As we know, Sagittarius is very adventurous, tries new things, runs away from shit. But at the same time, Virgo is stable, right? So that's a kind of a conflict that I have sometimes within myself. And so that Pluto and that Mars just are explosive planets. They're very deep, enticing, masculine, kind of energies. They're more
And being in Sag too, it gives it that extra force.
exactly, because Mars is how your adrenaline. It's your passion about shit. When you're passionate about something, like you do it.
Facts.
Like the reason you wake up. The reason you do what you do every day. That's kind of what Mars rules. And it's also sex, and it's in the 8th house of sex. And
Your Mars is in Sag?
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And
My shit is in Scorpio.
that's intense, bro.
Word, it's right at home.
That's intense. Oh, the Mars and your Mars is at home. Yo, that's crazy because the 8th house is Scorpio, and my shit is in my 8th house,
Oh shit.
but it's just in Sagittarius.
What
That's
degrees?
crazy.
How many degrees in Sag?
It's like in the beginning almost
So yeah, it's like just getting out.
of Scorpio.
Yep.
Yeah. But the reason that it's a little bit difficult to deal with this is because I feel like sometimes, like, even as a kid, I remember I used to always think about things in my head. Like, things that... like, things that I know people don't really, like, might not... Like, the regular person might not think about. So,
Give
when
me an example.
So, an example could be like sometimes, this is pretty deep, but
Dark?
it's that Pluto shit. Pluto shit, yo. Pluto is dark.
I'm here
deep,
for the
all
dark shit though.
It's about secrets. It's about taboo shit, and it's sex, also the occult and shit like that. Dark shit. It's more of the dark side of life. So, like, I remember I used to picture, like, when I see a person, like, I'll picture them naked.
Okay.
But that's not the only thing, though.
Okay.
Like, sometimes when I'm into a person, or I find somebody attractive, like, I think about the potential if we were ever to be something, and, like, I think about scenarios, but just, like,
okay.
not just nice scenarios, holding hands, this and that. Like, I think about all the shit. But I think about both of them, you know?
Oh, I feel you.
Like, I think about everything. It's kind of, I don't know. But then I always question it. I never knew what sexuality was growing up. Like, my mom, my dad never really sat down and talked to me and told me what it is. Like, I kind of had to figure it out. And I was very curious as a kid. I'm a Virgo and I'm a Sag. Like, I'm a want to look for the answers of adventure and then go ahead and do that type shit. I'm like, learn it first and then, you know, like, I don't know. It's
And then execute it.
exactly. Yeah. This is Mercury retrograde too. It's like
Super intense. Definitely, niggas are supposed to learn shit in this retrograde though. What is
Yep.
something that you feel like you learned in this retrograde so far? Whether it's about yourself, others, or just something new to apply to your journey.
I learned that always, I mean, like, my reaction to things are very important.
Yo, I was just thinking the same thing. Like, I feel like I'm still stuck the way I was acting when I was younger. You know, just being like impulsive and not caring about my reactions and not thinking about the consequences really.
Yes.
So it's kind of just like, if I feel this way, I'm gonna react this way because that's just how I feel.
I feel that. I feel like we should, like, this retrograde is teaching us more of, like,
To be considerate, to be honest.
right, and showing us that whatever, like, basically manifesting it in our faces, like,
Yeah.
You know,
that's
just-
a big fact. Like,
the shit that we, like, they're giving us a piece of ourselves, basically, and
it's showing
a little
us.
deeper. It's inner because it's the retrograde. And when a planet goes really, really fast like that, it looks like from our point of view that it's going backwards, but it's really not. It's just going really fast. So what's happening there is that it's more internal. It's a retrograde, so it's reassessing,
Programming.
everything, reprogramming. Yes, read this, read that, and then, you know, depending on the
And
planet
since we're
that's
so
retrograde.
conditioned to like societal standards,
Mhm.
it's hard. It's so hard to like accept what, you know, truly is supposed to be happening. Because when planets go in retrograde, I don't think like we're supposed to be so sporadic. It's supposed to be like a celebration almost, because it's like, you know, natural.
Yeah.
But like, since we're
And very attentive too, though. Like, just aware of the fact that that's what's happening, and to not let
react,
it get to
like,
us to a
yeah,
certain,
like in an overwhelming manner.
exactly. Not
Sometimes, like, I be despising social media because it's like, yeah, we're getting into this new age where we're learning about different, like, sources of just our being in general, but it's like people throw information on social media and kind of like just throw out false information, like astrology
in an aggressive ass way too.
Yes,
like,
and almost
assertive.
depressing, and like attaching all of these
That's
false
cyberbullying and all
ideas,
that shit.
right? Like all these ideas, they're attaching signs to it. It's like, I could see why you say this, but that
Labels.
doesn't mean but that doesn't mean like every other sign does not have the ability to tap into that. You know, like, yeah, one sign may embody it more than the other, but I don't know. I just feel like it's really washed out, and I feel like you should get your source.
Yes.
Your sources are really important nowadays because it's easy to get like pretty much attacked in this like dimension, whether it's with a thought, an idea, a feeling, or emotion. Like, it's really easy to just like be susceptible to that.
Exactly. Yep.
You just start believing
Parasites attach. People leech onto each other.
Yeah, even
it's
when somebody's
energetic.
looking at you in your eyes and you're walking like down the street, that's like mad intense, and people don't really realize it. And sometimes it can be perceived as romantic. You know, if it's somebody that's attractive, and then you guys just feel that spark, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yes, that's yo. But yeah, when people tell me, oh, astrology this, astrology that, I'm like,
People be like, it's fucking fake.
I'm like, do you even know what a moon sign is though? Like, people don't be knowing. Like, people, what the?
They be like, nah, I don't believe in none of that. It's like, I completely respect you wholeheartedly for
Correct.
having your opinion.
Correct.
But it's like, read into something, gain knowledge, have an understanding before you're like, oh, I don't fuck with that. But it's like, I can see why people are like, oh, I don't want to know that. It's because nowadays it's just spewed out. The way that it's spewed out and portrayed by the media, it's like, this looks dumb as fuck, especially if you have no knowledge about yourself and no knowledge that this is not it.
Because people are egotistical as fuck. And they're always trying to act this, like, be in the society. They don't want to look different or
and
weird.
It shows.
The fool.
It shows. You could see the ego juice dripping off their aura.
And that's not healthy at all. You need to be balanced within your masculinity and your femininity, because even though in the physical you are what you consider one gender or one sex, nigga, you have both in you, like, as a spirit yourself. So learn about yourself and your origins before you try to fucking
degrade other shit. Like, bro, it's deeper than the physical. It's way deeper than this. This is not it.
This is light work.
Pretty fucking much.
This is light work. We visiting now here.
Exactly. This is not us. We just here for a couple, like, maybe 80 years max with the way that our human race is going. That was kind of like fucked up, but
I'm bad. I can edit, so it's okay.
Nah, you can leave that in,
all
bro.
Right. Okay.
You can leave it right in. Whew. Y'all know what I mean, though. Like, we're just visiting for a couple of years, and then we're out. Damn, I need to start, like, preaching that to myself, but...
No, but we're not going to be in here in 80 years. We're going to be doing a lot of shit. We're going to be in different realms. Yeah, we're just somewhere else. So...
Not here. Damn. I was just thinking about, like, people dying and then coming right back into this realm over
and not
and
knowing
over.
that they are... Let me stop, because I thought that was too. But, like...
Yo, deadass, they'll be like, I want to reincarnate into a fucking tree. Damn, I wonder if there are trees on, like, other realms. Maybe not physically, but it's probably something that keeps the same essence of a tree.
Yes.
In another realm.
It's like, you know those little lines that you can't see?
Yes.
And do you know those lines that you can't see, like frequency? They emit.
Ah, yes they do.
They emit, and their roots are connected.
They do. Oh my god.
That's how that works. They could literally, if a tree, I heard, allegedly, if a tree wants to leave,
its location.
Its location, it could go somewhere else.
Wow.
Every tree is literally like a human type shit. Like it's just a different
They're just very
manifestation of
still.
our existence.
Exactly. A different manifestation of our existence. Wow.
We just could do more. Yo, I've seen faces on trees.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Most
hey
definitely.
there, give me a hug.
Right.
Come on, hug me. I'll give
How
you
you
a
doing
hug.
in there? Yeah.
But
You should definitely post this.
I'm posting this.
I should have brought my camera, bro.
You should.
Yeah.
It's okay though. We call everything one here. We out here. This is our This is regular shit, yo.
Facts.
Like me and her are like fucking. What do they call that? Twin flames.
I was about to start singing that song.
Soulmates, whatever.
I was
you
about
wanna
to start
call it.
singing, "Hey, soul sister, hey, that mister." On the
Put that song on.
radio."
Put that song on.
Don't get copyrighted now.
Oh, you're right.
That's
right.
the thing about YouTube.
That's right. But there was a song playing in the back, right?
It was pretty low, but I don't fucking know.
Fuck it. Anything that is posted in this video is not mine or mine.
Word, just put that disclaimer out there.
Just letting you guys know. Yo, like the joint.
Facts.
But
Where she at though?
let's ask you, which one is your favorite and your least? No, bro. No. No, no, no.
So dry.
It's wet, bro, as fuck.
Do you
How
have
the
papers?
fuck does that
we could, like,
happen?
unroll it. But we'd have to
Bro,
go
that shit
inside.
is wet as fuck.
Oh yeah, toasting is an idea, but that shit is soaked as fuck. I want a tattoo. Yo.
Oh shit, this shit is still recording.
I'm about to jump in the pool on some savage shit. Kidding.
Man, this shit is really toasted. Damn. Puñeta.
What's that song called? Panani?
Panini.
You know, I never had a Brazilian wax in my life for my vagina. Kind of want to try it one day. But when I'm in a serious relationship. Dang.
It's not working, bro. It's fucked up.
That's mad depressing. No cap. Oh, we're still recording. How you guys doing? Oh my gosh. You know what I just thought about? How like some YouTubers, they go live and like they have their supporters communicating with them
Yes.
while they go over the daily energies. Do you watch Fight Ball still? Sometimes here and there. Sometimes he's a little too overbearing for me, but I do appreciate his work, no lie. He's a triple fire, and sometimes it gives me a little bit of anxiety when watching him. But like besides that, he's pretty good. Me and him have the same placements, low key. Like our sun, our Venus. Your Venus is in Leo, right?
Yes. This shit is not working, bro. And I'm getting tight.
It probably needs to be re-rolled.
I have paper upstairs.
And you have a grabber. But that weed is probably wet.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was gonna say, but we need to let it dry.
Yeah. I mean, probably if
Can I put this here?
Yeah. Damn, this looks like a disgrace.
But there's weed in here, bro, that we're not gonna just...
I'm talking about this. Yeah, I wish we had some more. Bro, you ever like was talking? I kind of want to turn the video off for this part.
Okay, no turn.
I'm about to like say some shit.